Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. I think we're going to go ahead and press on with Korea, and here's why. I was looking at this and thinking, man, it sure would be dangerous to try to truck our forces over the, I guess you don't say truck when it's over water, but you know what I mean, to move our forces across this little bay or channel or whatever this is, because of the fact that there are submarines. Korea has a very advanced navy, and we don't know exactly how big it is. We can see one submarine, there could be more lurking. But now I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the way this coastline is, or the way that this city's borders are arranged and stuff. And I'm thinking this tile could very well be the city, right? They built the harbor next to it, and the city could be right here. And this space is 3 out from the border, or this space is within 3 hexes of the city center, right? If it's right here, it's 1, 2, 3. Is this the same? This is the same row, right? Yeah, it's a little offset, but I think it's because of the elevation. So if this is the city center, we can actually hit it from here with our upgraded cannon. We're going to need to establish vision somehow, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. I mean, we might just run a Great General across the ocean. Great Generals can embark, right? I think so. But this might be Korea's last city. Actually, can I check that? It sure looks like she only has 1 city available to trade me. But you know what? I don't think you're allowed to trade away your current capital. So this might mean that she has Seoul and then another city that is functioning as her current capital. Well, I think we should take it. It's probably a good city. It has some really great tiles. Look at this. That's beautiful. So I think let's go over there. Also, I do want to thank Existence 15, who pointed out to me in the comments of last episode that you do not, in fact, need universities for archaeologists. That is something that was true in Civ 5, and I'm just, you know how the human brain is sometimes. So we don't actually need these universities, but I think, do I want to just go ahead and let that one finish? See, the thing is, there's a limited number of archaeological finds in the world. So we don't need a huge number of archaeological museums. At some point, it's going to be better to get art museums, especially since archaeological museums do give great artist points. At some point, you just keep building archaeological museums, you're both going to run out of stuff to put in them, and you're going to end up with great artists with no slots for their great works. So, I don't know how many of these we should make. I think I'm gonna establish an art museum in this city. Our science is in a pretty good place. We probably don't need to push the universities super hard. It is gonna be a little while before we can actually do any archaeology, because we have to get to natural history first. But the earlier we get the museums online, the more great artist points we're pulling in, and hopefully we can actually get a great artist away from Greece. Also, we're gonna, step on Greece a little bit. But yeah, I think we're going to try to push a little bit harder on Korea. The submarines make things difficult. For my extra, I'm having such a hard time trading away my luxury resources that I will actually totally take this deal. Pretty much anything that gives us value. An allied friend has reported to me that I am being traded with. It's interesting that she wants to offer us less money now, and I know why. I understand what's going on there. It's a little silly. So the reason she's not willing to offer us as much is because she is not currently feeling as though she is in as much danger as she was before, due to the fact that, we're not actively pressuring a city, but the situation is worse for her now, obviously, in reality than it was before, because she no longer has the manufacturing base of all of the cities that we've stolen. So yeah, I'm going to try to run a Great General out here and see what we can see. Also, I'm very, very thankful that all of these roads, Korea was really good about building roads. So I don't exactly know how the Inquisition thing works. Let's see, we can take a promotion here. It would be nice to have a debater. I'm not sure if this is going to end up mattering, because it might be the case that starting the Inquisition consumes the Apostle, but I think the way it works is we move the Apostle to one of our cities that is of a different religion than the Apostle is, and they become horrified and they start the Inquisition, and then we just carve out all of this winning religion as best we can. Is this a great general? It is. Modern, industrial and modern era land units and can be expended to form an army. Well, industrial and modern is good, right? The units we're using right now are industrial. No, the units we will be using in the near future are industrial. And modern is when we start getting, like, tanks and stuff. Okay, that's a good great general. I want that one. Of course, as with all the other great people, we have the option of passing and then letting somebody else take a shot at it. But I think I like this one. Not immediately useful. Oh, that was our third... Yeah, that was our third great person for the Enlightenment, right? Don't think I want to move you... This Golden Age is nice, though. Not having to worry about any of the pressure issues that we were having before is really pleasant. Where do I want to settle? If I have another city available... Oh, there's barbarians. We should deal with that. Do I have any military units over here anymore? I do not. Well... And we're definitely not making enough money to buy any. In fact, we are super broke. We might be the brokest. I really need trade routes. We have trade route capacity that we're not using, too. Okay. Well, I know what we're making in cities. How long will it take us to make good units? Because we should probably make something relatively modern for dealing with the barbarians, right? They're going to be modern as well. Alright. You make the trader. Yeah, you do have an Anaconda. Okay. I mean, I could probably just run the Impy back. He doesn't need to be here. Chunchin's not having any loyalty issues, I imagine. In fact, we can probably move this governor. Yeah, we are at plus 41 loyalty right now. Although I guess I don't know where I would move the governor to. Maybe to Jinju. Yeah, because it's most likely to be attacked by Greece. That makes sense. Let's bounce you over to here. It'll help the city resist if it is attacked, although I don't expect it to be in any real danger. That's right, I still don't know what I'm doing with you. Yeah, I'm not going to make new units. I'm just going to run this Impy over here. Yes, to Bulawayo. Yeah, go to here. 9 turns of movement, unfortunately, is enough time for the Barbarian Scout to see us and get back to base and go try to do things, but we'll see what happens. So where are we at on city count right now? That's a good question. Okay, we have 9 cities right now, if I'm able to do basic math, which I have learned that I am not always. Yeah, so we're at 9 cities, which means we're at 3 amenity groups already. So founding up through City 12 really won't stretch our amenities too much thinner. So I guess the real question is, where's a place that's worth putting one down? I do like this for a couple of reasons. First of all, obviously, new resources. Secondly, with citrus on this tile and then 2 rice farms, the city will be able to get a pretty strong population going pretty quickly. It doesn't have any industry to speak of, but we can fix that with trade routes. It gets us a new luxury, it gets us some more vision, and it will put another city near Mycenae to help pressure it out, because what we really need is for this to flip to a free city. Or I guess I just kill Greece. That could happen. That might be what happens. But in any case, I think I want the settler to come up here. See if we can establish the city quickly before barbarians light into him at all. Alright, I think we're still in scouting mode over here. So this is a barbarian encampment that hasn't been disturbed since the beginning of the game, which you can tell because there's a spearman in it. That land may never have been touched by another player, actually. Oh, spies! Yeah, we should have spies. Spies will give us vision. 23 more turns of defending Jinju. I think we'll be okay. Scythia and Greece are trading. That's annoying. I would really prefer it if Scythia was murdering. Oh. Yeah, that's right. They're having a Dark Age and we're not. No, we're having a Golden Age, in fact. So we probably can just take this... I'm a little worried that if I let it flip to a free city, that Alexander might take control of it, but also... I don't really know how this works. Like that. Submarine. Once it flips to a free city... Well, it is the capital of Korea. It's Alexandria. Okay, so they do have another city somewhere. They have Seoul. I'm not too worried about that. But so, Alexandria... I imagine Alexandria will be eager to have this. We're not going to liberate it, by the way. Just before anybody gets on that train of thought. If I take this, I'm keeping it. But I wonder if it will be safe for us to let it flip, or if we should just take it. We'll get less warmonger penalty if we let it flip to free first. I mean, there's no reason not to shoot at it, I guess. Great generals are very powerful scouts. I wonder where the other Korean city is. Okay, so let's walk over into the territory of this city. No, I do not have the option of starting an Inquisition. I don't know how this mechanic works. And I'm less convinced than I originally was that it's even going to be meaningful. Like, we may not have to worry about a religious victory, because it really does look like, oh, well, Sikhism is failing over here, actually. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we do still have to worry about this. We might have to consult the Civilopedia. Oh, you know what?
The key words of violent, whatever is contrary.
We should bounce... Oh, yeah, okay. We should probably bounce Magnus back over to Bulawayo, because as soon as this is done, I'm going to want to build a factory here now, and he can help get that done quickly. And he is no longer needed for loyalty purposes where he is. Oh. Alright, let's look at our many, many, many notifications. This Bombard is available for an upgrade. I suppose we can. Right, I think my plan is to wait and let this flip. We lost sight of the submarine, which is bad. It seems to have... I went after Napoleon is what happened. That's why we lost sight of it, because it bounced Napoleon back to home base. Loyalty is starting to be a real problem for some people. Okay, so the Bombard's available for promotion, which we will probably not do. Can attack after moving is fine. Yeah, I guess there's no sense in firing again. We're not in a big rush here. Make it better at shooting units, I suppose. Yeah, we need more housing in places. Industrial roads, because we're moving up in eras. We have discovered 2 sources of coal already within the Empire. So, a strategic resource that you've built a district on top of does count as gathered. So we have this coal and this coal, actually. They're both under things we already own. So yeah, already at 2 coal. Nice. Handy. Coal is used to make a couple of really excellent naval units. I'm not sure exactly what else. Alexander and Palenque have declared war on Tomyris. Our friends are fighting. Listen, if Alexander wants to maybe make a little headway against her, though, I maybe wouldn't mind. Somebody's got to stop her from winning the game. So how does this... Okay, we're going to check the Civilopedia. Apparently I had already been looking at that. Okay, you can get era score from launching an Inquisition, but how do I actually do it? Nope, that's about a social policy. Guess that's what that icon means. May eliminate the presence of other religions in their territory and initiate theological combat. And then here's a bunch of flavor text about real-world history. But, like, how do you... Maybe it's in the Apostle article? May convert citizens to their religion and initiate theological combat. Man, is this... Am I maybe not remembering correctly? Maybe this is a thing from Civ 5 that Apostles started, and now you start it in a different way? No, but wait, that social policy... Maybe you have to have the Inquisition social policy to start an Inquisition now? There really ought to be an article that's just about the Inquisition mechanic, don't you think? Religion. How do I... Nope. There's like a mechanics article about founding your religion. Is there such an article about Inquisitions? World, combat... Here we go. Faith and religion. Religious units. Religious units are purchased through faith. Inquisitors are special units that must be unlocked with the launch Inquisition action on an Apostle. You only need to use this action once you've started an Inquisition, it never ends. You can then purchase Inquisitors in cities that follow the religion of the Apostle that launched the Inquisition. Inquisitors are not good at spreading, but instead remove all other religions from a user-owned city. So, I should have this action on the Apostle? Maybe it's a social policy thing, like I'm missing a policy? Because I don't have all this stuff? It doesn't say that you need theology to do it. You have to have a temple to buy an Inquisitor, but I do have temples. Obviously, I did buy one. Well, I'm sure somebody in the comments will be able to clear this up, but unfortunately for right now, it looks like we are just kind of out of luck on this thing. That's annoying. Oh, maybe you go to the other holy site? Ooh. Upper Cavalry. See, this is a thing. Like, there's a class of units called Cavalry. You can't have a single unit in the game that is named Cavalry. I understand what the Civ developers are doing sometimes. Stuff is not clear from a mechanical perspective. Man, maybe we should just set down right here. Like, this city won't have any new luxuries. We already have pearls. But it is a nice landmass. Like, the tiles are pretty okay. I don't know. We're definitely going to go on shore and grab this, at least. Who knows what could be in there. Okay, you need to fix your walls as soon as you are able. And we've hit industrialization. So at this point, I actually don't know what to research in terms of producing culture. If we were going to try to go for a culture victory, which I kind of want to, just so that we're not doing science for a second game in a row. We could go for the Seaside Resort, which provides tourism. That'll get us... I mean, getting through flight is also good, because flight will make it easier to fight the other players. Bombers are pretty effective. I guess we don't have even the second level of walls yet? Maybe that's something that's worth getting? You know what? Let's go to flight. So we have to go back and pick up a couple of things on the way. We should research this first, right? It ordered those texts in kind of a strange way, considering that we get nothing from astronomy unless we want to build this wonder. Okay. I say we can probably let this flip. Oh, all of a sudden they're feeling the pressure again. And once they're down to just soul, I think we can probably ease off. I don't think we need to actually finish them. Huh, it says this turn. 1 means right now you could go do this. The movement indicator is not very precise. They have to be in the city? Unfortunately, there were no rules written down about the launch Inquisition action. And we are not considered to have an Inquisition active right now because I don't have... Maybe you can only launch an Inquisition if you are a player who founded a religion, but the Inquisitors are the city's religion, so you should be able to do it as long as... Yeah, I wouldn't think that I would have to be a founding player. I wonder, is there a Civilopedia article on the Launch Inquisition button? Nope. It's just an ability of apostles. And I know it has to be done in my territory. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can't do it over here because this is not all the way my territory because these are occupied cities. Maybe I have to be in the territory of something that's actually part of my empire. So we'll run over here. These cities have not been officially ceded to us yet, so they are not our cities. So their submarine is repeatedly... It's just running around, running out my great generals, trying to keep us from being able to see the city itself. Yeah, there's some XP here. I don't know, maybe I should just go for it. I'm going to stand right here to be ready for that. Oh, except we actually needed a unit in that city. Well, it's probably not true here, right? Yeah, we're massively ahead here. Why don't we pull the horsemen? Yeah, they can take care of that. All right, we got a point of population somewhere for something. So if we're going to consider going after Greece, it would be nice to be able to build Nikonda here. Unfortunately, we're a little short population. Well, we could certainly improve some tiles. I think the city's working... Yeah, it's working a few unimproved tiles. Let's make a builder and see what we can fix up over here. I don't... Taj Mahal's fine, I guess? I don't think I care about that. Well, wonders are sources of tourism, though. We could just build the Taj Mahal while we wait for the population to come up. Or at least attempt to. Yeah, you know what? Because wonders produce tourism, that's not a terrible idea. We still do want to improve this place, but we'll get the builder from somewhere else. So now we are getting plus science in our universities, which is useful immediately because the Korean campuses do have universities in them and will be even better once we start building them in the rest of our cities. I'm a little worried that we're about to lose Buddhism completely. Oof.
I saw a bank that said 20.
Boy, maybe that's a good reason to have preserved my my promotion rather than taking it on that unit. It's because the submarine could eventually start shooting at us. I kind of forgot about that. The sub's a ranged unit, so I don't think it can actually capture the city. What is your combat strength, submarine? 65 base strength. Okay, so I don't think it will be able to one-shot our pike and shot corps. I'm going to try to get us across the ocean here. Ocean. Across the very small bay, rather. I'm also going to leave this guy down here in an attempt to draw the sub away from the coast. And we're going to back up the bombard and heal. Actually, I should probably back up more than that. I should back up to a spot that's not within 2 spaces of the coast. I'm not too worried about them rebuilding the walls or anything. It's not a realistic danger. Okay, so in our actual territory. Still no option. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we could go to, like, the edge of our territory. I guess there's still Buddhism over here. Maybe we just try to, like, go back and try to convert Jinju? Jinju doesn't have that much population. Yeah, alright, let's try to do that. Since apparently I cannot start an Inquisition. I don't think it makes sense to settle over here. I kind of want to just keep exploring. We could meet some other city-states. We could see what's up here. We don't have diamonds, I don't think. Yeah, some of our occupied cities are extremely unhappy, by the way. We gotta resolve that. Okay, well, our progress toward natural history has advanced. Zanzibar is being a real asshole. Yeah, alright, just kill him. These guys did almost die. And I'm afraid they are probably going to. I think getting up onto land will spend all of my movement. Which means I won't be able to take my promotion. Because what we really need to do is we need to make it onto land and we need to take the promotion at the same time. We can fall back. We can get back further onto our land because we're going in through the harbor, which removes the disembarking penalty. So we could back up like all the way to the campus with this guy. Maybe that's the smart thing to do. You can just try to figure this situation out rather than risking a high value unit. Just try to figure this situation out a little bit more gradually. I was hoping that this would be enough of a distraction. Wow, that's unusual. Apparently Alexander has a city over here and a city over here, and they both decided that was the best spot for the encampment. Well, that's not great. I don't know why there's a Korean submarine over here, but they might be getting their settler back. Not like the city that we would have founded with it would actually have been very good. I'm using them more for scouting than anything. Hey, we don't have a government plaza still. Maybe that's a thing that's worth building. I'm actually starting to think that just building a military unit back here might be better than waiting for this pike and shot to get over here and then to heal. Oh, and that's right. I need to take Zanzibar by force to liberate it. Well, let's get started on that process. So I would really rather have them be a city-state than be in my empire. Do we have an entertainment complex over here? We don't. That actually might be a thing worth building. So you want it to be within 6 squares of both of these cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. I would prefer to put it here because this tile is, desert tile is bad. But I don't have any money. This works, though. Man, I really hope that we are able to win this emergency, because I could really use that cash. I need something else to come over here, too. I need a melee unit. I mean, I guess the Impy can just stand in place and heal. The city's not actually dangerous. straight 248 gold. That's actually a lot less money than we were previously receiving.
Astronomy compels the soul to...
Alright. So Alexandria flipped. If we wait 9 turns, it'll just become ours without bloodshed. Maybe I want to just do that. Maybe I just want to wait. I'm a little worried that Alexander's going to step in and try to take it, though. Because that sounds like him, doesn't it? Make me a market so I have trade route capacity. Find a theater square. I guess here we'll be fine. Okay, we probably want to be running, running routes like this. Very helpful. Question is, where do we want the industry? Actually, Nobamba might be a fine place for it. Yeah, I'll run this route from Nobamba to Chalkidiki. That seems fine. And that has us positive on gold already. So the Free City has... It has walls. And it has a reasonable combat strength. A combat strength that'll hold up to knights. Not so much with the field cannons. Hey, I'm wondering if maybe we don't actually need to get in on this. Like, maybe it's fine. Maybe it will hold, and it will just come to us of its own volition. Because, you know, that's how you know that it was yours to begin with. Should we build the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus? Probably. There's nothing else of terrible import to build here, and, like... That seems fine. We'll keep this tile available so that we can build a river lumber mill. And I think Hannibal Barca is about to retire himself. So this is annoying. The fact that there are barbarian units everywhere. I'm going to hide from that submarine. Generally speaking, barbarian scouts will not capture units. They will if their camp has been destroyed. When the scout's camp gets destroyed, it goes into hyper-aggression mode. We know we need builders over in this area. We gotta fix the land up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend charges to try to flip this place back to Buddhism. I thought for sure I would be able to start an Inquisition. You know what? Maybe we should spend 2 of your charges and then just keep you around as a debater to fight Taoist religious units that come into the area. We almost have enough faith to buy another one, right? 430? Yeah, we're getting close. Okay. Sikhs are welcome. So where do I want to send you? I don't want to counter spy. I want to steal stuff. The problem is we don't know enough. We don't know enough good Greek cities. Well, we could go do siphon funds. Like it's not super valuable here, but it will at least give our spy the ability to gain some XP. I think Hannibal's just going to retire. I think he has outlived his usefulness. But this is pretty good. Trying to figure out where that last Korean city might be. There's a bunch of Alexandrias. You know how you know how Alexander is. Alright, well we don't see the submarine anymore. This is a weird scouting technique. It's not what I would usually do. What do we want to build here? We don't really need the growth. Also, I don't really want to build an aqueduct because we'd have to remove something valuable. I guess making a caravel probably makes sense. These things are fast. They're good at fighting. I guess a frigate makes more sense. A little bit less melee strength, but a ranged attack is awfully valuable. Oh, you know what? Taking Alexandria by having it flip to us naturally is also a source of era score, which we do desperately need. Unfortunately, it is in fact the case that Alexander is trying to claim it. Because of course he is, because he's the worst. Why can't I, Why can't I attack? This is a free city. It's at war with us. I know, because it attacked me a bunch of times. Yeah, I'm definitely still at war. Oh, because bombards cannot naturally fire after moving. Right, duh. The other one is special. Obviously, I decided I'm just going to go for straight conversion. I'm not going to worry too much about religious combat, because we haven't seen a Taoist religious unit in a while, and the fact that we're seeing Sikh units suggests to me that maybe the Taoist player, Tamiris, is out of faith. Maybe she did a big save up and then she blew it all or something. I don't know. So unfortunately, Korea's submarine is going to do a great job of preventing us from accessing Alexandria. I think what I'm going to do is just jump in the water here. If the submarine shoots at us, we'll be able to kill it next turn with the bombard. If it stops to take a promotion so it doesn't die, we'll make it onto land. And we have to try to snipe the last hit on the city, because we can't actually attack Alexander's units directly. It's very annoying. They're extremely committed to standing in that one spot. Alright, well I guess we're just gonna bail out and do what our other settler is doing. Just go look around. Alright, apparently Magnus is helping, but it sure doesn't look like it. 15 turns is an awfully long build. Alright, I'm curious to see what this sub will do. Okay, it took the promotion. There you go. That's what a peace deal looks like. Obviously, we don't accept. But I appreciate that you're trying again. You gotta threaten this thing. Well, it kind of looks like Alexandria is going to be fine, maybe? Get liberated. If I had waited 7 turns, that would have upgraded him to an army. That's not worth doing. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Zanzibar's back. We're their friends. And also they, out of the goodness of their hearts, gave us this builder. Wasn't that kind of them? Start building amenities, because we're reaching that point of the game where our population is becoming such that we are going to need additional sources. Luxury resources won't cover you forever. I'm assuming this is Greece trying to take Auckland. We saw it rebound pretty strongly, but I guess it's falling again. Ooh, that is an artillery army. Where's artillery? Melee strength 60. So, actually, okay, let's finish scientific theory because we're really close to it, and it'll give us food from plantations. And then let's get ballistics. We'll go to flight afterward because I think we're going to need field cannons. These guys are not going to be cutting it for very much longer. In fact, they probably are already beyond optimal. Of course, we're going to have to use money to get the upgrades. I don't know where we are going to find money. We'll figure it out. I guess we're about to get another trade route capacity, so that'll help. And actually, all of a sudden, our money's really good. I'm not paying enough attention to that to know why that's happening. Okay. The city-state is endeavoring to defend itself. And now Napoleon is not buffing the impy. So we don't need to shackle him over here. Okay, we will extremely kill this crossbow. We don't have to take the city by force. We just have to make sure nobody else takes the city by force. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you go get that niter? So now we have 2, and we can build niter units in cities that don't have econdas. And you... take a heal, and we'll go wipe out this... Nope, Barbarian Camp got wiped out by Palenque, I assume? Okay, fine with me. You just need to come back. Just use this guy to do a little bit of scouting instead. It would be helpful for us to know exactly where Alexander's capital is, you know, just in case. Just in case we have to do the thing that I think we might have to do. You know what? I'm going to go look again. Are we cool over here? No, the submarine is still... By the way, it must be surfaced, right? For a wooden boat full of settlers to be able to see it from there. You would think it would just, like, be a little bit sneakier. I think it would be so much more effective at its mission if it was a little bit sneakier. We could make Oxford University, I guess? No, we're going to make a trade route. Trader is obviously the right thing. Although, we don't have a ton of stuff to do here. Oh, actually, you know what? The aqueduct is actually valuable here. We're low enough on housing that the extra +2 housing is good. I think we can go ahead and overwrite the stone. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of don't want to take Alexandria by force. I want it to flip so I get the era score. I'm just going to park right here, I guess. There's no particular reason for you to go. I guess what we should do with this guy is head up to the battle. You... we pretty much just need to come up here and improve tiles around here, right? The city is working a bunch of unimproved stuff. So we're going to want to move this pike and shot unit into Alexandria to help shore up its loyalty, probably right after we get it. I'm not really sure what I want to do with that impy, then. I don't know that it has any role at all, really. Okay, here's... Nope. I was going to say, here's some shallow water. A landmass must be near. But, I mean, I guess that's a landmass, technically. I should probably have a unit over here, like... Just go ahead and go to Bulawayo. You can live there. So, man, where is a place that I want to settle? We don't have diamonds. I guess I could come over here and try to find a time when there are no barbarians looking at one of the tiles that's worth settling in. So yeah, once we have Alexandria flipped, I guess we could even pursue peace with Korea now. No reason we have to wait. Yeah, like this is probably fine, right? I don't need to wipe you out. Oh, I actually have to... All of these cities have to be ceded to me formally, which she is totally willing to do. Yeah. Okay. So you can see they are no longer in the occupied state. They are now properly our cities. Our knowledge of chemistry is increased. We're getting all these boosts. Alright, cool. So now, I mean, if we get peace with Gorgo, we could be not at war anymore for a little while. But also, we could just not get peace with Gorgo and instead kill her and take all of her stuff. Take that, I very slightly outrange you, and if you come forward at all, I will bombard you with units that are hundreds of years out of date. What would you do in a situation like this? I don't think there's anything you can do. It's just, she's just gonna have to give up and go home. Okay, so here's Alexander's original capital. Given that we have 2 more nations butted up right against us, I'm starting to think that the military victory might well be in reach. This might be a thing we could do. We don't particularly need to mine this iron, I suppose, but, you know, it's a good space with the mine on it. Man, that really is all that shallow water was, huh? Just that one island, that one little space. I'm glad that none of these barbarian coastal camps are actually putting out naval units. Oh, here's the next thing for that guy to do. Coal mines are valuable tiles even when they're not adjacent to the Matterhorn. Oh, I built my first seafaring unit. Guys, it's 1430. We made our first seafaring unit. Alright, well. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad thing to take. So the thing about the culture of victory, the way the culture of victory works, is we have to produce enough tourism to beat everybody else's culture, basically. You can make this considerably easier on yourself by eliminating the civilizations that have the most culture. So, like, Gorgo has to fall, because she has 237 domestic tourists worth of culture. It would take forever to out-tourism her. You can see the value for everybody else is set at 1 more than her domestics. So yeah, we take out Gorgo because Gorgo in the game prevents us from winning the culture victory, in addition to the fact that Gorgo is a real jerk, very inconvenient for us to have to deal with. I think I'm going to run this trade route out of Bulawayo for now, because I'd like to run it into Alexander's lands. And now that we've seen more of Alexander's land, we can make a better guess at, or we can make a better decision on our trade route, because we'll probably be able to trade with basically any of this stuff, so we can just pick the city that has the most beneficial districts. Also, I'm just now realizing, it turns out this is not the ocean. This is just a really big lake. It's a big saltwater lake. Weird. See, this is why I like the fractal maps, though. They're difficult to predict. Even once you've seen parts of them, difficult to predict. I mean, if I just keep shooting at this guy, doing as little damage every turn as I'm doing, I'm eventually going to cause him to level up. So maybe it's not a good idea. But we should, like, go burn down Mycenae. I'm going to need a land unit. Is it still the case that we are... No, we're rising 22 now. Oh, right, because these cities are no longer occupied and everything. So this can be our actual land unit for conquering. And if we get Mycenae, we will just burn it. I'm not taking that city. We will burn it, and then I will resettle here like a sane person. This is the actual ocean. You... Well, mines are very valuable in this city due to Ruhr Valley, so actually, why don't we mine this forest? Gain sources. So after you've done the gain sources operation, the siphon funds operation has a pretty high likelihood of working. Might be able to give us a level or 2 on our spy. Where would I want to found this? Would I want to found it directly on the coast? Or maybe like here, and then build out toward the coast so that the city itself is not attackable? But if I found directly on the coast, I get access to this crazy deer island. Yeah, that might be worth doing, actually. It's a pretty good tile. Okay. At some point pretty soon here, we will have circumnavigated the globe, and that's worth era score. I'm a little concerned that we might Dark Age again. We have 18 to 38 turns to find 11 more era score. Culture, loyalty per turn, and amenities to each city center within 6 tiles must be built on flat land adjacent to an entertainment complex with an arena. Well... oh no, it has to be built over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... oh no, it's exactly just barely within range of Bulawayo. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get that. Oh man, what lens is on right now? Okay. That was why the screen was glassed out like that. Well... I don't want to build a theater square, I think. Right, we already have powerful industrial zones over here, so I wouldn't be extending... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... actually, this one's not within range of Sangju. 2, 3, 4... and there's this one. So we could build an industrial zone over here for the purpose of giving Chuncheon the benefit of a workshop, plus feeding stuff to Sangju and Nobamba, actually. Right, because that's not going to be in range of... yeah, so like one established right here, that's not bad. It gets extra production for each mine that it's adjacent to. This will just help us with like capturing more late game wonders, which are valuable. Usually they have great work slots in them. Okay, we're also going to steal a bunch of great works. I'm very much looking forward to that. What else do I want to build? We're going to need more units for attacking Greece, which is actually a fairly dangerous enemy. So I guess what I want to build is another Bombard Corps, maybe? Or maybe I just want to do something for 3 turns, something, you know, kind of unimportant, and then start building armies as soon as possible. Medieval air support unit can construct roads, forts, and airstrips. You know, I just don't think we really need it. No, give me another ship, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Don't get me another ship. You don't have access to the ocean. Ships built by this city are basically worthless. And they'll be good, I guess, for fighting Alexander. You know what? Maybe that's a good enough reason. Because we might go to war with Alexander. We totally might. In fact, I think there's a pretty good chance by the end of the game. So he's actually having trouble fighting off these barbarians. That's good for us. Might mean that he doesn't feel comfortable moving in on us with his other units. How am I going to do this? Where's the... I guess this is actually the safest direct firing line. This isn't going to work because there's higher elevation tiles between us and the city. So actually, yeah, we're going the wrong way. But also, this tile is within firing range of the artillery. We need to get rid of this artillery. Well, we're 1 turn away from being able to upgrade our units. Right, so actually fall back this way. I have made some planning errors. We'll correct those. No, seriously, you guys are done. I have 1 build left. Wow, chopping that forest didn't even take 1 turn off of the Taj Mahal. Oh. I'm not allowed to claim workers in boats. I think I'm just going to have my ships chill out near my cities. Okay, you need to run into Alexander's territory to... Alexandropoli is pretty good. Can I put you on Auto Explorer? I cannot. Why don't you go help with the circumnavigation, I guess? You did it. Okay, it looks like there's a landmass over here. This might be something worth settling on. Alright, if those barbarians stay right there, we will actually be able to settle here, because they won't be able to move forward and cross the river in the same move. And our founded city will have a pretty high combat strength. Because the combat strength of your cities is based on the best military units you've ever built, so... Oh, that's right. We get adjacency bonus from wonders, so actually, building the theater square right here will mean it's going to get a +4 bonus, assuming we get to finish the Taj Mahal. And then if we get the mausoleum and the Taj Mahal, that will be, I think, 3 points each. So that'll be most of the era score we need. Oh yeah, and this will help too. I don't know why Korea's sending units over here.
Get on our knees and pray.
Not even units, workers. We will keep the city. Citizens of Alexandria feel an affinity with us. As well they should. Alright. That city's in exactly 0 danger of flipping as long as our Golden Age lasts. After our Golden Age ends, things could be more complicated. What are we looking at as far as upgrade costs? 465 gold. Well, if we wait 1 turn, we'll be able to swap back in that policy card that'll let us do cheap upgrades. Because we don't need this right now. We probably will have to swap it back in before the end of the Golden Age, but we don't need it right now. And actually, this is a great place to sit because I'll be able to fire on both of these cities with it. Just need to get rid of that artillery unit that is actually very cunningly placed. Alright, well, I guess Napoleon just makes his way back to our territory and we can rebase him somewhere interesting from there. Nope, nothing of value here. So yeah, as it stands right now, I think we can just settle. We're 3 spaces out from the diamonds. We will be able to get it. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. A little cheeky, but I don't know what else to do with these guys anyway. Alright, so housing is an issue here. Let's build a granary. Okay, Sikhism seems to be on the rise. Oh, they're going for it. Okay. That's awkward. It would have been nice if we'd gotten 1 more turn on that.
It is nationalism which engenders now.
We can drop this, bring in professional army. Looking at these, is there anything else we want to change? So we have access to rationalism, which is powerful, but maybe not necessary. Science is not what is constraining us right now. Free market might not be bad. I actually really like colonial offices because we have a lot of non-original continent cities now. Caravanseries is worth 14 gold per turn to us at this moment. It's about to be 16 because we're about to get even another trade route. I kind of want to pull in free market, but like I kind of also think that all of these are worth keeping. Yeah, we're going to set up like this. What we really need is to push to a new government type. So yeah, this is awkward. Because this turn we want to do upgrade purchasing, which means our units can't fire this turn. I wonder. I'm gonna go ahead and run over to here. I'm gonna try to draw his attention, basically. Keep him from completely obliterating the city. We still can't upgrade our horsemen. I'm going to move the horsemen to a place where it is really definitely not going to be attacked. Steal this worker. Oh, I'm not at war with Korea anymore. Right, that's right. Here come the Taoists again. Well, maybe we just want to use faith as a way of patronage. It kind of looks like I'm not really able to interact with this system very much anymore. Oh, hey, we're past Greece on great artist points. That's good. Someday we might even get a great writer. Possibly. But I just don't even know what I'm going to do with this settler. Okay. No way these barbarians will ever be able to take on Dini. And we are going to build... Builder. Yeah, we can't buy our builder, so we have to build him. Don't worry, it'll be okay. So now that we have nationalism, we probably need to go to natural history. We have pretty much everything boosted. Opera and ballet is also useful. Grand opera is obviously pretty okay. The Bolshoi theater will give us some extra great work slots and some extra great people points. And maybe we want to pick up opera and ballet first, actually. It would be cool to get the Bolshoi theater. And what else are we going to do? I suppose we should get Pingala now. Now that we're actually producing reasonable amounts of science and culture, his stuff is a little bit more attractive. Oh no, that's right. We need to upgrade. We need to promote Reina until we have Curator. So double adjacency bonus from commercial hubs and harbors, or plus gold from each foreign trade route passing through the city. We're more likely to be able to make Harbor Master good. So where is she right now? She's in Sangju. This is the way to do this. The adjacency bonus of this thing is not super high. But I guess I don't have a harbor that has a better one. Yeah, that's fine. She can stay where she is. Alright, let's see how things unfold with our artillery invader over here. We're very close to being out of this emergency. Yes, that's true. Barbarians are approaching Ondini. And this is the one that gets to attack twice. Problem solved. Our field cannon has won the day. And now, I mean, we can just have at Yangsan. It looks like a good city. We'll deal with Mycenae later. Our spy is providing us the vision we need here. Spies make good scouters. Scouts. Scouters, that's a really more of a Dragon Ball thing than a Civ thing. Yeah, not bad. I think we're really getting somewhere. Now, unfortunately, if we move this horseman into position where he can see Mycenae, he's just going to get immediately murdered. But this is what we need Napoleon to get back for. We'll get him back into... I think once he's in this district, we'll be able to use the rebase ability to just teleport him over to Gyeongju, and then he can spot on Mycenae. So actually, I guess this guy wants to end up over here because we want to be able to run down this road to grab Yangsan once it gets low. Our people are really handling this war remarkably well. The duration of it, I mean. Okay, Alexandria. Oh, we do need this trader. Yeah, you know, everybody's building stuff that's important. Why don't you go ahead and handle that? Okay, yeah. Sikhism is holding strong. Well, it looks to me like we're going to get at least one of our wonders, which I think means we're totally set for not going into a Dark Age. It is soon going to be the case that this is no longer good enough to just take cities by itself. Get out of here, Great Rider. He was doing the same thing to me. Using great people to scout. Alright, what do we have? A Great Admiral. Grants a promotion level and plus 50% combat experience to a military naval unit. That's interesting, because we're going to be able to use that ability in extra time. And it's industrial and modern ships. Yeah, okay. We'll take them. That's worth era score as well. I don't think we want to move the shooters forward. Really not a good idea to get us shot by city walls at this point. Although at this point, our combat strength isn't that much lower than theirs, so they probably wouldn't wipe us out in one hit at least. Small comfort. Do we have silk from somewhere else? It might be worth it to just go over and grab this. Where's my resources report? Cinnamon, sheep, stone, coal, horses. Oh, here, wait, this is a good way to do this. We do. We have a bunch of silk, in fact. Silk might be the least valuable resource. There we go. Okay, he has to be all the way to the city center. Most great people can do their stuff from the appropriate district, is why I thought it might work that way. So I guess just make farms? Like, most of the tiles we have access to here, we can't really build anything cool in. Maybe we should pull the pike and shot corps back over to here, but like I'm a little nervous about the safety of Alexandria, I guess. Actually, here we go. Problem solved. Get you guys back over to the mainland. I mean, I guess this is also the mainland. That's right. We are not crossing a body of water that is significant in any way. Industrial and modern era naval units. This is a frigate, which is Renaissance era. So the question is, do we keep the Great General or the Great Admiral around to buff this unit once it's upgraded, or do we just pop the ability? Oh, well, I guess neither of them. We definitely, or rather, we don't pop the ability for sure until the mausoleum's complete. Then we make this decision. And what happened to Auto Explore? I thought you could enable Auto Explore on units that weren't recon units, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's something you can only do with scouts now. And obviously, as soon as the walls fall here, we move in all the ranged units and we just start hammering the place.
A vast tomb, like.
Okay. That's very good for us, and also, obviously, that happens. Don't know what he was thinking. I mean, I think that's good. I think what we just saw there is a little bit of desperation. Alright, so now we have ships for both of our little cities. And so now we get, now we have an extra charge on the retire ability of Great Generals, and also on the ability of Great Engineers. Which we presumably, like, it's not infeasible that we could get some great engineers. We actually have several industrial zones now. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think Korea was our main competition on this, but we took all of their industrial zones. So things are harder now for them. All right. Well, I think I'm going to keep this great admiral around for a while. See, you are also industrial and modern era naval units. Plus 50% flanking bonus for all naval units. I mean, permanent bonus for all of your units of a type is pretty cool, but that's not a great bonus, and also I don't know how many naval units we'll actually use. I think I'm kind of just going to have this guy come back and chill here. So we earned one of these, and then you get one for free when you finish the mausoleum. Okay. If we could scrounge up another 11 era score, we could Golden Age again. Not totally impossible. I don't think it's very likely. Let's see. We could use housing, but we don't really have a source of housing. I mean, we should probably build monuments. Monuments are okay. Build another spy, rather. I was about to say scout, but... Oh, the other thing we could do is build armies. So we're about to try to take a bunch of territory. It might behoove us to have more than one real ground unit, but also field cannon armies are very good. Yeah, you know what? Work on one of these. I'm not going to merge... You know, I think it's you merge single units into cores to make them armies, not that you merge two cores. So we could build single field cannons and send them out to join these. Actually, that's probably the thing to do. What am I going to do with you? You're going to build single field cannons. Yeah, we'll still make this army. No, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. We'll make the single field cannons for to do the merging with. Okay, I guess because I'm building field cannon no longer appears on the list, so I need to switch off of field cannon and then down to just a normal one. Okay. And I do believe that we are out of time. Out of time and then some, in fact. So that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. We've completely removed Korea from the game. And I think it's about the time we do the same to Greece. And then, maybe to all of our allies. And we'll see you then.